7. Write a program to arrange a series of 32-bit numbers in ascending or descending order. If you know to write for ascending, just one small change in the instruction, you will be able to write the program in descending also. How we tried for smallest and largest or something like that. So, but here you should take care of 32-bit numbers. First, let us understand the concept of sorting. Then we can write the program. Right? Ascending means what? You have first smallest number should come. Right? Smallest to largest you have to take. So here this is example what I have taken. These are the 6 numbers I have taken in this example. 77, 42, 35, 12, 255, 05. So how is it you are supposed to sort here? After you execute the program, you are supposed to get the result as first 05 should come, then 12, then 35, then 42, then 77, then 255. Correct now? So let us see how to sort it here. So if there are 6 elements, if I take n as the total number of elements, I'll take n minus 1 as n minus 1 for this example. 6 elements I have taken. So n minus 1 is 6 minus 1, it is 5. So you need to go for total number of passes, 5 numbers here. So if you have 5 passes, then how many comparison you will do at each pass? That I'll explain the next slide also. So if 5 comparisons for pass 1, next 4 you are at the end of the first pass, one largest number is going to be arranged at the bottom. Next step, 4 comparisons are required for pass 2, then 3 comparisons for pass 3, 2 comparisons for pass. See at pass 1, I have taken the same example. Initially whatever the order you have, 77, 42, 35, 12, 255, then 5. See the same thing what I have taken here. So in the pass 1, how many comparisons for this? If n is 6, 5 comparisons for pass 1. Let us see how is that we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 comparisons are done to get the first largest number at the bottom. Fine. So see here in the first step, the first comparison we are going to compare the first number with second number. Say for example, if first number is less than second number, then it is not necessary to go for exchange. If for example, if 42 is at the first cell and 77 is at the second cell, then not necessary to swap, because we want the smaller one in the first cell and the greater one in the second one. So since here we have the biggest number in the first cell and the smallest in the second one, so when you compare, you came to know that 42 is lesser than 77. So I want to swap it. So what is that I have done in the next step? I have taken 42 in the first location, 77 in the next location. The rest I will write as it is in the first comparison. Next, what is that I will do? First step I have compared first number with second number. Next step I will compare second with third number. When you compare this, again swapping is required. So 42 I have rewritten as it is. 77, 35, which one is less? 35 is less. I'll swap it. I'll write 35 in place of 77, then 77 in place of 35. The rest you write as it is. So this is done. A second comparison is done. Next time here second with third number is done. Next time third with fourth number is going to be done. So when you compare again, 12 is lesser than 72, 77, swap it. The rest you rewrite as it is. Next one, what is that you have to do? Fourth comparison you are supposed to do. So for here 77 is compared with 255, which is lesser. 77 itself is lesser. So not necessary to go for swapping this time. Write same thing. 77 in the same place and 250 in the same place. So remaining write as it is. Next one, fifth comparison. So when you compare 255 with 5, so 5 is lesser than 255, swap it. 5 you write it in place of 255 and 255 you write in place of 5. So this is the result of the first step, first pass. See here, by the end of the pass 1, you have got the largest number at the bottom. Next, at the end of pass 2, you are supposed to get 77 in the bottom 2. Same way, next step, pass 3, you are supposed to get 42. Next step, 45. Next step, we declare the area directive. The program name is sort, code read only. Entry to mark the first instruction to execute. Now, you know that we have to go for n, what is it? N minus 1 number of passes. In that again, you have to go for n number of, in this, based on the number of elements which are remaining, you are going to consider the number of comparisons 5 at the pass 1, then 4, 3, 2, 1. Anyway, you need 2 counters, one for to keep track of comparison and one to keep track of number of passes. Correct? So what that I will do? For how many pass you need? N minus 5. So what is the example order I have taken here? 6 here. 6 minus 1 is 5. So I'll take 5 at one of the registers, say R5. So I'll move R5 as a data in the register R5. So this indicates I have stored N minus 1 in register R5, right? So first now what is that I have to do? I need to come this one. So first number I have to take, second number I have to read, then I have to compare first with second. Like that I need to do 5 comparisons within pass 1. So let us start now. So I have already stored in the memory location starting at 0x400. I have the first number, then second, that's the fourth location, so on. So why I have gone to fourth location I explained. This is since you have to take 32 bits. Okay. So I need to go for 4 locations for each number, right? So I will store this. I'll name the address of that memory location what I'm using as memory. DCD, you know why we use this. Define this. And what is the starting address I have used? 0x40000. So this specifies the starting address of the memory where I have the elements to be sorted out, right? So now I want to load the this address of the memory to register R0 so that I'll be using R0 as a pointer to my memory location. So load register R0 with the memory, which is the starting address 0x4000 is loaded to R0. So now my R0 is pointing to the location 0x4000. So what is my content of R0 now? Content of R0 is 77 now. So before I do that, I also have to go for n minus 1 comparison within pass 1. So I don't want to do before the content of R5 gets changed, I want to store it temporarily in R4 to keep track of number of comparison with respect to number of passes. So I'll move the content of R5, which is nothing but data 5, indicates 5 minus 1, 6 minus 1, 5 passes, and 6 minus 1, 5 comparisons in the pass 1. So I have taken the content R5 which is 5 in the register R4 also. So what are the contents in register R5? I have the value as 5. Same way register R4 also I have the number 5 now. First time pass 1 I will go for 5 comparison. You all know that, right? So next I will now what is it I need to do now? So R0 is already pointing to my first number, right? I need to go for comparison. Before I do that, I'll take the first number first, where my R0 is pointing. R0 is pointing to the location 0x4000. The content of R0 is 77. That I will take it to one of the registers, say R2. So load register R2 with from the content of R0. That means the R0 where it is pointing. So R0 pointing to the location 0x400. From there, content is loaded to R2. So what is my R2 is holding now? The content of R2 is nothing but the first number. First number is 77 in our exam. Now before I compare with the next number, I want to use R2 once again to load the second number. So whatever I have in my R2, which is nothing but first number 77, I will move to register R1. So don't get confused here. R4 and R5 I am using it as a counter to keep track of number of passes for R5 and number of comparisons in R4. Now I am using R1 and R2 for the these data 1, data 2, all that. So now I will move the content of R2 where R2 is nothing but the content of R0, that means the first number I am loading it to R1. I am putting in R1, right? So now I need to take second number where I need to move that. I need to move from the location 0, 0 to 4 now. So R0 pointer value should be increased. So I'll update the R0 pointer value. I will increment by 4. So when you add R0 plus 4, you're not adding to the content, you are adding to the address. So address of R0 gets added with 4. So now your R0 000 plus 4, your R0 is pointing to the location 0x40004 now. So what's the content of R0 now? 42 is the content which is second number. That I will load it to R2 again. So R2 anyway, I have already whatever was there in R2 first number I have taken to R1. R1 is holding first number. Now R2 I am going to load second number. So now this time R0 is pointing to 0x4 location. I'll take the content second number which is 42 to the register R2 now. So I want to compare R1 with R2 now. What is my R1 having? R1 is having 77. What is my R2 is having? R2 is having 42. So now compare. 77 gets compared with 42. We know that how this comparison instruction will execute. The comparison take place, but it will only the result of the flag register will get affected, but whatever the original value was stored in R1 and R2 will not get altered here. Just it will compare, it will by comparing it will come to know whether R1 is same as R2 or R1 is greater than R2 or R1 is less than R2. This particular example, R1 is greater than R2, correct? No, 77 is greater than R2. So what is it you are supposed to do? If R1 is greater than R2, I want to exchange, correct? No? See here, 77 is greater than 42, I want to swap. I want to put 42 here, 77 in the second cell. If at all, if 42 was the first number and 77 was the second number, that time I know exchange is required. So based on the comparison result, I'll go for exchange or no exchange. So here I will check. Branch low or same. That means what? If first number is less than second number, then exchange not required. Correct? No, 42 is smaller than 77. If 42 is the content of R1 and 77 is the content of R2, then not necessary to go for exchange. Then directly I'll go with the next step. Next comparison, I'll move to the next step. But now this time, because since R1 is greater than R2, 77 is greater than 42, I want to go for exchange. I'll not jump to the no exchange. So result of this statement is false now. So I'll come down now. I want to swap now. So what is there in my R1 that I want to put it in the locations? Which location I want to put it now? I want to swap. Where is your pointer or not? Pointer or not is in this location. Correct? No, because when I want to access 42, I move the pointer. I have updated to fourth location. Now my pointer is at the fourth location. What is that you want to put in fourth location? When you swap, you want to put 77 here now. First I'll put 77 here. 42 later I'll go back and put here. So what is that I am doing now? Don't worry with -4, that I'll come to that. First you understand this. Store the result of R1 to R0 as a content of R0. What is there in my R1? R1 is holding first number. R2 is holding second number. First number is 77. That I will store it to as a content of R0. As a content of R0 means R0 where it is pointing. R0 is pointing to 4. So location 4, I am going to store 77. Second cell. That means what? Second cell I have loaded. I have stored 77 now. So I need to store 42 in the first location. So same step, I am trying to go back to the location 42. So once I finish storing, I am decrementing the location of R0 by -4. So next, by the end of the execution of this instruction, store instruction, what is that the processor will do here? It will first load the content of R1, which is 77, to the R0 where it is pointing to the location 4, that is second cell. Once finished storing 77, your R0 get decremented to -4 means what? -4. 4 minus, here 4 minus 4, you go back to the location 0 now. Now R0 is pointing to which location? The first cell. Now R0 is pointer is ready. So I need to store 42. For that I have next instruction. Now I will store R0 to content of R0. R2, what is there in my R2? I have the second number which is 42. 42 I will store it as a content of R0. Where R0 is pointing now? R0 is in the 0th location. Now at 0th location I am going to store which one? 42. So here see, first cell I have stored 42. So I have done with this. But when next, this is what? First comparison I did. I came to know 42 less than 77. So I have stored 42 in the first cell, 77 in the second cell. So before I go to the next step, now when I stored 42, my pointer of R0 is in the first cell. But next time, which are the numbers I want to compare? First number I don't want to compare. 42 is sorted. So I want to compare second number with third number. Before I compare second with third number, I need to move my R0 pointer to the second cell now. So I need to go back. Now I am in 0, 0 location. Again, I have to come to fourth location. So after I store R2 to R0, I will increase the pointer by 4 now. So same step. As soon as I store R2 to as a content of R0. Content of R0 means R0 is pointing to the location 0, 0. So first cell I have already stored 42. Once I finish, I need to go, before I go to the next step, I am going to increase pointer value by 4. So my R0 is going to point +4 means now the pointer will come back to the location 0, 0, 4 now. So now you are kept ready. Now your R0 is pointing to the second cell now. Next time your R0 is ready to compare. Here next time you are supposed to compare 77. So before I do the next step, I need to keep track of how many. Now I finished doing one comparison. So out of 5 I have done with 1 comparison. I need to go for another 4 comparison. So I will see here R4. What is this? R5 I am using to keep track of number of passes. R4 I am using it to compare, keep track of number of comparison. So what is it I'll do? I'll subtract R4 by 1. Before it was 5, now subtract by 1. So now the R4 content is 4. Is 4 is 0? No. 4 more comparison I need to continue. So branch not equal, go back. Where it will go? I'll go to the next comparison. This is a label name. You can go give your own name. I'll come back to this step. So now I will continue with the next comparison. I load the content of R0 to R2. Where my R0 is pointing now? R0 is pointing to the second cell. I have incremented, I have come back here, right? For second cell means what is the number I have here after I swapped it. So I am here in this step now. So R0, I will load this itself as the first number I will take for this comparison. First number should be 77. Second number is to be 35 now. So I load 77 to which register? I'll load it to R2, then I will move to R1. Now again R1 is holding 77 now. Now to get the next number, I need to move the location from which one? 4 to 8. Again you have to add 4 for that. So add 4, come your R0 will point to the next one. That is the next location where you have the content 35 now. Do that now. Add R0 by 4, location get increased to next step, next cell. Now you load the content of R0 which is the next number to R2. What is that number? I have 35. 35 I have taken it to R2 now. So I am having R2 the second number which is 35. R1 is having 77. Go back. Now compare R1 and R2. This time R1 value is 77. R2 value is 35. Compare it. Based on the result, see if R1 is greater than R2, then R1 is not lower than R2, right? So I will not go for no exchange label. So because if at all, if the first number is not less than second number, then I'll come down. If first number is less than second number, I'll not go for swapping. Say for example, if I have 35 at R1 and 77 at R2, then no exchange required. Now since 77 is there in R2 and 35 is there in R2, I mean 77 is in R1, 35 is in R2, my R1 content is greater than R2, so R1 is not lower or same as R2, I'll not go here to no exchange, instead I'll come down, I want to swap, same type. I will store the result of R1. What is there in my R1 now? 77, I will store it in R0 pointing by which location? I am in this location when I access 35 now. I am in this location. I will store 77 in this location. As soon as I finish, what is that I am doing parallelly? I am going to decrement the pointer minus 4. Minus 4 means what is that it will do? Well, as soon as I finish storing here, I'll go back. Minus 4, I'll go back to the previous cell. So what is that I have done now? 77 I have stored. I have come back to a previous cell. Here I want to store 35. Where is my 35? That I will do it in the next step. Next step. What is that? Store R2. R2 is having 35. That I will store it as a content of R0. Where my R0 is pointing now. R0 is pointing to previous location. I have stored 35 in the previous location here. But anyway, for next comparison, I need to get my pointer to 77 with next number I want to compare. So I'll add, as soon as I finish storing 35, I'll add 4 to get my pointer R0 to 77. That I have done parallelly. As soon as I store R2 as a content of R0, I have incremented pointer by 4. So my pointer 4, it will come to the next location. Right? So where is that? I am coming now. So I am going to, I have already swapped it. Once I swap, I have come to the next location again. 35 has put it in second cell and 77 is in the third cell. Your R0 is pointing to third cell now. Correct? No? Before you were there here, then you went there, again you came back here. That's all. Next step. Once you finish doing, how many comparison you did? For one comparison was done. Next second comparison is done. 3 more comparison are left out. So what is that I will do now? Again subtract R4 by 1. This time 4 minus 1 it will do. This time it becomes 3. Is 3 is 0? No. Same thing you continue. How long? How long? How long you are going to continue the comparison? See 1, 2, you are done. Next time third one you will do. Next time fourth one you will do. Next time fifth one you will do. By the time you finish all comparison, that time whatever result of R4 minus 1 will become here. This here your content of this, once this counter value becomes 0, so it will come out of this loop. That means what? Out of 5 passes, I have done 1 pass with all 5 comparisons now. Now, what is that I will do now? R5 content was 5 now. So 5 minus 1 you can do. Is R5 is 0? No. Go back. So next pass I will do. 4 more pass I will do. Now when R5 is 4 more pass I will do. So now same way, same steps I am going to execute for the next time. Correct now? So first time again you will take LDR R0 memory, first location you come back, because when you go for the next pass, so these are the result you have it, right? So this I am going to consider now. My R0 is pointing to which location. R0 I want to get starting address only, because I have to start from the first cell now. R0 starting address means what? Here load R0 comma memory means again I came back to this location. So next, for the next pass, initially my R0 is pointing to first cell where I have the first number 42, then second number 35. The same concept. I'm going to continue with the same. So what is that I will do again? What is that I am doing now? This time, how many comparisons you need? See, for last time, 5 comparisons you did. This time, how many comparisons you need? 4 comparisons. That is very easy to do now, because see, I have already decremented R5 by 1 year when I go to next pass now, because out of 5 pass, 1 pass I have done. Next time I want to do 4 more pass. So 5 is decremented by 1. Now the R5 content is 4 now. So 4 comparisons I need this time. So 4 which I have in R5 I have moved to R4. That is R4 value is 4 now. Fine. So go on doing that. Take first number, second number, same concept you will be doing. So next pass 4 comparisons you will be doing. Correct now? Pass 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct. So but at the end of the pass 2, so here once you finish doing comparison all that, next time you decrement 4 becomes 3 now. 4 minus 1, 3 now. Go to the next pass. What is there in my R5 now? 3 now. This time again, whatever the result you get at the end of the pass 2, this one, pass 2, that I am taking it, pass 3, same thing. Again, I will load the address, starting address R0 comma memory, same thing, same address I will take. This time, pass 3, your R0 is pointing to first cell where I have 35 as a first number, then 12, go on doing. How many pass you need? How many comparisons you need? 3 comparisons. So, see here, what is my R5 having? 4 minus 1 you have done. 3 is there in my R5, that I am taking it to R4. So 3 times you are going to compare this. Next time, by the end of pass 3, your R5 is 3. Now 3 minus 1 is how much? 2 is there. 2 you are going to move it to R4. Same thing. I am going to take starting at the same thing. So pass 4 now. Pass 4, 2 comparison. Correct? Same way. Next step. At the end of the second, what is that, fourth pass? Now you subtract R5 by 1. 2 minus 1 it is 1. So last pass 5 you are doing only 1 comparison. So R5 is moved to R4, which is 1. So last step you have 1 comparison. So by the time when you complete all passes, your R5 becomes 0. That means what? You have finished with all pass, with all comparison. So first time both were 5, 5. So 5 pass and 5 comparison. Next time I took R5, I subtracted 1. So I am going to do 4 comparison in the next pass. Next time 3 comparison. Next time 2 comparison. Next time 1 comparison. So at the end of the when R5 is completely 0, that means you have finished doing all passes with all number of comparison. So by the time, what is it? You have got the result here at pass 5. You have the result as 5, 12, 35, 42, 77 to 55. That means what? Your memory location here 5, then 12, then 35, then 42, 77, then to 55. So you have started it in ascending order. So stop the execution at this stage. Here will stop the execution. The memory you have already declared, and the end of the file.